On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Ravage.
To cause damage to something badly.
Examples:
Ravage a country. Ravage the brain. A large fire ravaged the forest.
Syphilis.
A sexually transmitted disease caused by the bacterium Treponema pallidum, characterized by multiple stages and a wide range of symptoms.
Examples:
Oral syphilis. Late-stage syphilis. Untreated syphilis can cause serious health problems.
Transmit.
To send or forward an electronic signal, to pass something from one person or thing to another.
Examples:
Transmit the disease. Transmit information. Parents often transmit their characteristics to their children.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Afflict.
To cause pain, suffering, or distress to someone or something.
Examples:
Afflict with the plague. Afflict the economy. The disease can afflict both humans and animals.
Sore.
Painful or sensitive to the touch, inflamed or irritated, feeling deep distress, grief, or regret.
Examples:
Sore throat. Sore back. After the workout, my muscles were sore and achy.
Rash.
Any red spot of the skin caused by a disease or reaction to something. Adjective, marked by defiance and not caring about risk or consequences.
Examples:
Develop a rash. Prevent diaper rash. The strong sunlight brought her out in an itchy rash.
Persist.
To continue to do and refuse to stop something despite difficulties or opposition, even if it appears unreasonable.
Examples:
Persist over time. Persist in success. Consult your doctor if the symptoms persist.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Disorder.
An untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples:
The files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Caution.
Great care and attention that you take to avoid danger or mistakes, a warning against certain acts.
Examples:
Extreme caution. Act with caution. He gave a stern caution to the naughty student.
Unprotected.
Not guarded, covered, or shielded, vulnerable, without protection or defense.
Examples:
Unprotected area. Unprotected Wi-Fi. It's important never to have unprotected sex to prevent the spread of STDs.
Childbirth.
The act or process of giving birth to a baby.
Examples:
Natural childbirth. Assisted childbirth. He was present at the childbirth of his children.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples:
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Mercury.
A heavy, silvery white metal that is liquid at room temperature and is used in thermometers, electrical equipment, and other devices. Mercury, the smallest planet and the nearest to the Sun.
Examples:
Mercury poisoning. Mercury plan. The mercury in the thermometer had risen to the boiling point.
Bismuth.
A chemical element with the symbol Bi on the periodic table, known for its crystalline structure and distinctive rainbow-like colors on its surface when oxidized, used in some medications and cosmetics.
Examples:
Bismuth poisoning. Bismuth alloy. Bismuth oxychloride is commonly used in the manufacture of pearlescent pigments for paints and coatings.
Unreliable.
Not able to be trusted or depended on.
Examples:
Prove unreliable. Unreliable source of information. By incorrect assumption, statistics can be notoriously unreliable.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
Toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
Uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
Progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Convinced.
Completely certain about something, having a strong belief or conviction in a particular religion.
Examples:
Convinced of the idea. Convinced criminal. The public is convinced that the Prime Minister has committed fraud.
Neurological.
Of or relating to the science of neurology or the nervous system.
Examples:
Fever with neurological signs. Neurological symptoms. The patient was diagnosed with a neurological disorder affecting their motor skills.
Cardiovascular.
Of or relating to the heart and blood vessels, equals tubes that carry blood around the body.
Examples:
Cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular tissue. Smoking places you at severe risk of cardiovascular and respiratory disease.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Possessed.
Controlled or influenced by a strong emotion or belief.
Examples:
Possessed by a fox. Like a person possessed. She was possessed by a fierce determination to succeed.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb: to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
Nurse practitioner. A volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
Recruit a good worker. Recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Presume.
To suppose or assume something to be true, often without sufficient evidence or proof. To take liberties, behave impolitely, or overstep one's bounds, often due to arrogance or ignorance.
Examples:
Presume innocence. Presume on his tolerance. I presume you've already made plans for the weekend since you didn't respond to my invitation.
Non-contagious.
Not capable of being transmitted from one person or organism to another, especially not by direct or indirect contact.
Examples:
Non-contagious disease. Non-contagious rash. Epilepsy is a non-contagious neurological disorder that can cause seizures.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights. To take note of something or someone. To celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Minimal.
Tiny in amount, the least possible.
Examples:
Minimal effort. Minimal amount. The process was carried out at minimal cost.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Placebo.
Harmless substance, especially given as a pacifier or to the control group in experiments on the efficacy of a drug.
Examples:
Placebo therapy. Patient in the placebo group. A double-blind procedure is used to guard against experimenter bias and placebo effects.
Pretense.
An act or instance of pretending or feigning, a false or insincere show or claim.
Examples:
Pretense of innocence. Maintain a pretense. He put on a pretense of enjoying the party even though he was feeling miserable.
Remedy.
A successful way of dealing with or improving an unpleasant or difficult situation or curing an illness.
Examples:
Remedy for air pollution. An internal remedy. This drug will be a good remedy for your stomach trouble.
Invasive.
Spreading very quickly, and often aggressively, and difficult to stop.
Examples:
Invasive breast cancer. Invasive species. The invasive disease can spread quickly and potentially cause a global pandemic.
Spinal.
Of or relating to the spine, equals the long bone in the body's back.
Examples:
Spinal injury. Brain and spinal cord. The surgeon carefully confirmed how to remove the tumor to avoid damaging the spinal nerves.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Swoop.
To rapidly or forcefully descend upon something or someone from a great height or distance, to rush or pounce upon.
Examples:
Swoop down the water slide. Swoop up the escalator. The eagle swooped down from the sky to catch its prey.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Autopsy.
A medical examination performed on a dead body to determine the cause of death or identify any underlying medical conditions or injuries. A post-mortem examination or necropsy in animals.
Examples:
Forensic autopsy. Perform an autopsy. The autopsy report revealed that the cause of death was a heart attack.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Obscure.
Not well known to many people.
Examples:
Obscure answer. Obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Penicillin.
An antibiotic drug derived from mold and used to treat bacterial infections.
Examples:
Penicillin allergy. Penicillin sensitivity testing. The doctor prescribed penicillin to treat the bacterial infection.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples:
Play a vital role. Vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Racial.
Of or related to the race equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Untreated.
Not given medical care or treatment, not subjected to chemical or physical treatment.
Examples:
An untreated disease. Dispose of untreated formalin solution. Heat stroke is the result of untreated heat exhaustion.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Withhold.
To not give or grant something due, expected, or requested.
Examples:
Withhold my laughter. Withhold payment. The government decided to withhold the release of sensitive information.
Draft.
A preliminary version of something that is not yet in its final form.
Examples:
A working draft. Write the first draft. During debates in the legislature, the draft of the law caused a lot of controversies.
Exempt.
Free from or not subject to a particular requirement or restriction. Verb, to excuse someone or something from an obligation, payment, etc.
Examples:
Goods exempt from tax. Exempt from the law. Members of the military are exempt from paying taxes.
Enlist.
To sign up to serve in the military or a particular organization.
Examples:
Enlist in a cause. Enlist for a soldier. He decided to enlist in the military after graduating from high school.
Bioethics.
The study of ethical issues related to life sciences and healthcare, particularly those related to the moral implications of scientific advances in medicine and biology.
Examples:
Bioethics Committee. Bioethics research. Using animals in medical research raises complex questions about bioethics and animal welfare.
Consent.
Permission or agreement to do something, especially given by somebody in authority.
Examples:
Consent for surgery. Give silent consent. She gave her consent to the company's proposal.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
moral hazard, moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Abhorrent.
Causing extreme disgust or hatred, completely unacceptable or intolerable.
Examples:
abhorrent act of violence, abhorrent remarks. The government's treatment of refugees is abhorrent and violates basic human rights.
Uncommon.
Not occurring or seen very often, rare.
Examples:
uncommon occurrence, uncommon talents. It was uncommon for the store to have such a big sale.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples:
fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Hepatitis.
A medical condition in which the liver becomes inflamed, often as a result of infection by a virus.
Examples:
chronic hepatitis, viral hepatitis. The patient was diagnosed with hepatitis C and will need treatment to clear the virus from her body.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
cancer diagnosis, cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Unjust.
Not fair or equitable, lacking in justice or impartiality, morally unacceptable or wrong.
Examples:
unjust verdict, unjust accusation. The ruling was considered unjust by many people in the community.
Tracer.
A substance or device that makes something visible or distinguishable by leaving a visible mark or path behind it. A person or thing that traces, tracks, or follows. Of graphics, a tool or technique used to produce a precise outline of an image.
Examples:
radioactive tracer, biological tracer. The tracer gun fired a bright light that helped the hunters find their prey in the dark.
Peter.
To fail or lose power, efficiency, or value gradually before coming to an end.
Examples:
Eventually peter out. Begin to peter out. The music just petered out.
Expose.
To show something by uncovering it, to make something accessible to some action or influence.
Examples:
Expose a crime. Expose a person to risks. That newspaper exposed a political scandal in a big way.
Headline.
A heading at the top of a newspaper or magazine story or page.
Examples:
Headline article. Banner headline. The engagement of the two golf players became headline news.
Outcry.
A strong expression of public protest, anger, or dissent.
Examples:
A great outcry. National outcry. The outcry against the new policy was heard loud and clear by the government.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Lawsuit.
A legal action taken by one party against another in a court of law, typically seeking damages or some other form of remedy for perceived wrongs or harms suffered.
Examples:
Lawsuit settlement. File a lawsuit. The company is facing a lawsuit for its alleged discrimination against employees.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery. Contract. A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Presumably.
Believed to be true or likely based on the available evidence, or supposed to be the case without definite proof.
Examples:
Presumably accurate. Presumably refuse the offer. The witness's testimony was presumably based on what he had seen and heard.
Tragedy.
An event or situation causing great loss, misfortune, or destruction. A play or literature that deals with a severe and sad event and often ends with the death of the main character.
Examples:
A tragedy during work. The aftermath of this tragedy. Macbeth is a famous tragedy by Shakespeare.
Congress.
A formal meeting of the representatives of different countries, constituent states, organizations, trade unions, political parties, or other groups.
Examples:
An international congress. Peace Congress. Congress must consider this proposal in an unusual situation.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority, the act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples:
A company regulation. Regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples:
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Systemic.
Affecting or related to the whole of something, especially the human body or a society.
Examples:
The systemic arteries. Systemic reforms of the organization. This vaccine causes mild systemic side effects.
Racism.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples:
Systemic racism. Research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Permeate.
To spread throughout, to pass through or penetrate every part of something.
Examples:
Permeate the air. Permeate the fabric. The aroma of freshly baked bread permeated the entire bakery.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Structural.
Associated with the way on construction or organization of anything.
Examples:
Structural analyses. Structural reorganization. The earthquake resulted in significant structural destruction.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Urgent.
Requiring immediate attention or action, pressing.
Examples:
An urgent telegram. Urgent situation. It is urgent that we leave for the airport now to catch our flight.